Hi Libra, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, these readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Libra, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, remember they are general readings. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody, and that is just fine. You should always use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your key to the week this week, you have the Chariot card. So buckle up, dear Librans. It is about to get quick. It is about to get fast. Remember, the Chariot card is a very fast energy, and whenever it shows up, things tend to speed up in our lives. Now, the thing that I want to say to you is, yes, this is a card of victory and success. However, it does suggest that sometimes pride comes before a fall. And so the message this week is, yes, things are speeding up, but at the same time, you still need to maintain the same level of skill. So this is really about being diligent while things continue to speed up for you. All right, you've got to be more present, more focused, more alert and aware as things are starting to speed up around you. And not only that, it's likely to be a week where things get very, very busy. So with that said, keep your eye on the prize and ultimately make sure that you're maintaining that same level of quality and skill in everything that you're approaching this week. With that said, if you are a continued subby, you know Rafi loves you. And if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. For your actions and options this week, you got the Tower card. So here's where this gets really interesting. The Tower card, Chariot card is number 7. The Tower card is number 16. 1 and 6 gives you 7. And so the message, which if you've been with me long enough, you'll have heard me say this at some point. When we jump into the Chariot and we just go at things haphazardly and we don't really think about it, what tends to show up is the Tower. So you've got this in your actions and options this week. 2 things that I want to say to you. 1, please be careful with your physical body. This is one of those weeks where, you know, you're rushing around the house, you're looking for your keys, you're frantic, and you walk into the door frame and you break your little toe. I've done this before, and I tell you what, it was, I'll never forget that day. It's never been right since. And I literally was walking and my little toe just went crunch against the door frame. And I actually heard the snap echo around the room. And I was like, do you know what? I am so busy and so frustrated right now. I'm so angry. I can't even deal with that right now. And it wasn't until the end of the day my foot was the same color as my t-shirt. So please, please, please be careful with your physical self this week. The other thing is as well, you may be driving a plan forward this week that needs to be rethought. You might be doing something way too quickly. And so the message that you're getting here from both of these cards in tandem is slow down. All right, you have time. And if you're saying that you don't have time, then make time. I think it's like an old Zen proverb that says if you don't have time to meditate for 30 minutes a day, then you should meditate for 60, right? This is not one of those weeks to say I don't have the time for that. This is the week to make time for it. For your communications and conversations, you've got the 10 of Cups. This is beautiful because it suggests that there is a mitigating factor. I actually think this 10 of Cups this week is help and support that's coming through your friends, through your family, through the people that are closest to you. It's like they can see that you're kind of running ragged, and somebody, maybe several somebodies, is going to come to you and say, look, what support do you need? Because we're kind of worried about how frantic you are at this moment in time. So the message here is let other people assist you, let other people support you. For those of you that have family that live at a distance, which in this day and age is basically all of us, this could literally be good news that's coming from family members that live at a distance. They're either coming to stay with you or you're going to stay with them. Either which way, it is a wonderful connection that is going to offer you some much needed heartfelt connection. For those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, this could be a really great week where you can finally, it's like you're seeing the deadline and actually you're meeting the task at hand. So for those of you that are racing towards deadlines in terms of essays and thesis notes and all of that kind of stuff, this actually is really nice energy. What it does suggest to me though is you may be given not so much a detour, but you might be given some pointers. And so if you're given those and you've still got time, it's like one thing I remember, gosh, many moons ago, when I was taking my exams, one piece of advice that our teacher always gave us was, if you finish your exam early, go back to the beginning and look over all of your questions, just in case you've gone through it too quickly and you've missed a question, or you spot one that you've put like a really obvious wrong answer next to. There's time to readjust here. For those of you that are employed by somebody else, that Ten of Cups with the Chariot card, if you have gone for a level up, a different job, a different position, if you have gone for, like a promotion or a different title, or you've wanted to move sideways in your profession, especially if you've set the wheels in motion, this could be really good news, which is great. You just don't want to burn yourself out in the process. When it comes to those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, again, I really love this for the connections that you need coming through friends and family, coming from within, the circle that you already have, rather than pulling in new stuff and adding more and adding whistles and bells. You don't always have to do that. Sometimes it really is just about the quality that you have present rather than the quality that you think you need. When it comes to those of you that are retired and no longer working, I love this for familial ties and connections. Again, just make sure you're in the best of health to be able to actually enjoy it. All right. For your love and relations, you have your card, the Justice card. So for those of you that are single, it is very possible that you could be connecting with somebody new, either via your travels or maybe, if you're having friends and family come visit, maybe they bring someone with them that takes a fancy or a shine to you, or vice versa. It's very possible. For those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, I kind of get the feeling that your significant other is gonna, when you're, and we've all been through it, many moons ago at this point for me, but when I had a partner, when they just stop you dead in whatever it is that you're doing and say, listen, take a minute, take a breath, chill, I was gonna swear then, but chill out, get it together, all right? This is actually a good thing. I think somebody else is providing the steady hand on the tiller this week. Let them. For your money and material, that's what shows you that you're loved. For your money and materials, you've got the Page of Swords. Whatever's happening when it comes to the money, the finances, and the resources this week is going to have a long-term impact on your relationship, and it will likely come good, or you'll start to see the results of this when we get into late October, coming into late September, should I say, coming into early to mid-October. So when it comes to birthday season of this year, you will remember this week as something set into motion now will have its financial rewards, roots, and blessings start to show up at the latter end of this year, which could actually be really great. When it comes to money, finances, resources, and jobs, that's a new contract. For those of you that have been looking for jobs, looking for work, for those of you that are out of it, etc., it could come through the partner. You could literally be having, maybe your partner says, look, there's a job going at a friend's place, or just be open to what comes through from your network this week. When it comes to those of you, when it comes to your physical health and vitality, that Page of Swords, it's like you're checked out this week, right? And it's fine, when we're busy, it's hard to sort of stay in the moment and all the rest of it, right? But this week, I gotta say, you really do need to, because your mind is so busy this week, and I touch wood, I cancel this out for all of you. I truly hope that it doesn't happen, but please, this is not a week to rush around. When it comes to your home and environment, that Page of Swords, you could be fighting on behalf of a family member or having a tough conversation on behalf of somebody else this week, and maybe you lose your proverbial ish. I've actually seen Librans lose it. It's not pleasant because most of the time you guys are like, la la la, and when they lose it, it's like, I'm sorry, what just happened? It can be a little terse. So be mindful of that this week. But equally, if you need to pull rank and you've got to do what you got to do, then honey, you do what you need to do. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.